All right, Brian, tell us what the Wasatch Trail Race means to Ultra.
It was, one of the first 100-milers ever created in the world. And, for me, obviously, it has a really special place in my heart.
I ran it in 2007, and it was my very first 100-mile race. And, I got just, the worst blisters. At mile 40, the balls on my feet had become blisters. And so, my wife kind of told me, oh, that was fun. Okay, let's go home. And I said, no, give me the duct tape, which was great. And it worked really well until about mile 65 when the duct tape ripped with the blisters on it. And so I just hobbled in. It was the most painful experience. When this shoe arrived, it arrived just a few weeks before my next Wasatch 100 in 2010. And we only had one pair. It was literally the only pair we had of Lone Peaks. It was one of those things where it was, I just mortgaged my dad's house for this shoe, so let's see how it goes. Let's see what these can do. And so putting them, lining up at Wasatch, it was definitely a little stressful, a little nerve-wracking. Got to the first aid station and everyone was there, mile 40, hey, Brian, how's your feet? And I was like, I feel great, no problem. These things are amazing, and kind of aid station and aid station, we just kept plugging along. And, as the sun was rising the next day in the shoes, you start thinking about your race, and you start thinking about, just start thinking about how we were gonna make a difference.
Right here where we're standing in this moment, this meadow, I had a really powerful experience where it was mile 97 and I look back and no blisters, and my hamstring injury that I'd been struggling with, nothing, and I'd finished over 3 hours faster. And in that moment, I just knew that Ultra was going to be successful. And here's the shoe. The shoe I mortgaged my dad's house for and ran Wasatch right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is your first time seeing it.
This is my first time seeing the Lone Peak 10-year anniversary edition. It's pretty cool. Seeing it in this color scheme definitely brings a smile to my face. That is really cool. I really like that. This is the exact pair I ran Wasatch in 2010, and pretty stoked to be back at Wasatch this year. And for me, Wasatch 2021 is going to kind of just be a celebration of the 10 years of Ultra and just the memories of having built up this company and also just building up the Lone Peak. For me, the Lone Peak means the freedom and confidence to be able to say, my ideas worked. My ideas worked. It gave me the freedom to be able to go out and attack Ultra with everything I had, and without having to worry about restrictions or anything behind me. And it really represents so much of me, and it represents a lot to Ultra too.